Hi, this is Rob Polenick of C3 Method. I did a leg workout today, so I thought it'd be fun to share what I did. So I started with calf raises, and I used a technique of overloaded eccentrics for the calf raises. So here at home, I have a Magnum hack squat, which when you turn around, works great as a standing calf raise machine. And I have a 10-degree wedge from Rogue. It's like one of those metal wedges on the base of the hack squat. And that gives me enough of a calf stretch at the bottom of a calf raise. So it feels like a really good variation of a calf raise. And I actually like the wedge because it's flat. Sometimes with calf raise machines, standing or seated, they have these like kind of squared off or rectangled foot plates, and then that edge just digs into your foot and it's really uncomfortable. So I really like that slant. It's much easier on your feet and it allows me to push heavier weights. So that worked out well considering I did an overload technique. With this technique, I was using my hands to assist the calves on the concentric, the contraction, and then I was letting my hands go during the eccentric. So that basically was overloading the capacity of the calf muscles. The calf muscles were fatigued enough that they couldn't really do the contraction on their own, but by assisting that and then letting go of the assist, I then had to manage the eccentric on my own, and that was a really good technique to bump up intensity. Out of the phases of a muscle contraction, if we look at just the two phases of a concentric and eccentric, the concentric is when the muscle is contracting, the eccentric is when the muscle is extending. We are much stronger in the eccentric phase than we are in the concentric phase. So using assisted concentrics is a really cool technique because it helps drive the muscle further into fatigue and failure. Basically, you're then going to get to maximize the eccentric strength capacity, and then the muscle's dead. So it's a really good technique. Then for lying leg curls, I just did normal technique. I did do a slowed eccentric, but that's actually kind of normal for me. I like doing a faster concentric and then a slower eccentric. And I feel that I get a really good stretch and pull on my hamstrings, especially on a lying hamstring curl. If you have access to a seated hamstring curl, I would still recommend doing a really slow, controlled eccentric and taking advantage of that stretch that you get through that part of the range of motion. It really helps create more muscle stress and muscle damage. And it limits the weight you need, which is actually good. Reduces injury risk, and it reduces how much your body is going to try to contort itself to move the weight. So often with both seated and lying hamstring curls, our lower back tries to help. So if you do a slow eccentric, you reduce a little bit of the weight, you can reduce some of that lower back assistance, and it better isolates the stress into the hamstrings. So you actually get better results out of that as well. I then moved on to doing RDLs. I do those with our Rogue Seal Row bar. It has a bend in the middle, which allows me to angle that bend a little bit away from me. I can keep my hands closer to my body, and I feel that that's a much better kind of focus into the upper hamstrings and lower glutes, rather than having the bar maybe too far out in front, and then it starts to overload the lower back. So I really like the bar for that. That's actually the main reason why I bought it, which is not what they made it for, but I actually love it for RDLs and stiff leg deadlifts, whether it's from the rack, which I did today with my Mutant Metal snapback rollers, or whether it's from the floor. So that was really good. Nothing special on that, just some nice heavy work for 4 sets. And then I finished with some high volume sets on the leg press. I actually trained my quad focused leg workout 48 hours prior to this one. And so the quads are still kind of dead, but I like coming back through and getting a pump on this workout because it just kind of re-aggravates the tissues, and it's almost like you get a free second quad day. So I really like adding that in when the quads feel safe enough to do so. So that's been my current routine, is push muscles on Monday, back on Tuesday. Wednesday, I go visit Fitness Factory of Charlotte, up in Charlotte, North Carolina. They have amazing equipment, tons of fun stuff. So I do my quad focus day there, and I do a little extra back as well. Sometimes I'll throw in a little bit of chest just for the fun of it. And then Thursday is shoulders, bis, and tris. And then Friday I do the posterior side of my legs. So that's glutes, hamstrings, and calves. I really like this routine. It's feeling really good. I'll keep it until it doesn't. And then I'll make adjustments based on what my body tells me. So if you give this workout a try, I hope you enjoy it, or maybe you just want to snag a few of the techniques like those overloaded eccentrics and give that a try. Again, I hope you enjoy that. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and thank you for watching.